Early last month, the Rotary Youth Leadership Award Camp was held over at CSI. There were kids from all over, all of them students and leaders in their schools, getting together to see if we could help them develop their leadership skills. It was our privilege as a Rotary Club to sponsor 4 students, and the 4 we sponsored are here today to tell us the outcome of our investment in them. They kind of coordinated this presentation, which I appreciate, and they begin with, I think, the youngest of the 4, Mackenzie Johnson.
Okay, so just to start off, there's a lot of activities that we do. It's held at the CSI, the college across the street, and I'm going to talk about, all 4 of us divided, as I said, and I'm talking about the culture walk, and I've been to a lot of leadership camps and experiences, but what made this camp really stick out to me was the culture walk. It's the opportunity. There's a line, and someone speaks and says, if you've ever experienced this, step across the line, and they get to talk about their experiences. And what really struck me was they did this later in the camp, so we got to know everybody, and then when they got to share their experiences and kind of the stuff they've been through, it was kind of surprising. Like, you wouldn't have thought that person had done that or had experienced that, and so it was a good lesson on judgment, to kind of get to know somebody, and you still don't really know what that person is, and so that was really special. And there was another thing, when you cross the line, it was like kind of touchy subjects, like tougher issues that teens go through, and it was really cool to see all the other, your peers that kind of support you have gone through the same things as you have, and that's what really struck me as one of the most powerful moments at RYLA for me, just the judgments, and there's a lot of teens that are out there and that can support you, and kind of a peer group. So I really appreciate going to RYLA, so thank you for supporting me. And next is Bakir. He's going to talk next.
Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk about the talent portion of RYLA. They put on a talent show the 3rd night of RYLA camp. It was basically an opportunity for all the RYLArians to put on, to show us what they have, their skills and stuff like that. It was really, at first, everybody was really, they didn't really want to do it, but the counselors there were really cool. Jo was my favorite. She's awesome. Jo, if you guys know Jo. She's cool. So she rounded up everybody, and everybody, well, mostly everybody, had something to tell or do or show. It was just a really cool experience to do the talent show because everybody got out of their shell, and mostly everybody was comfortable in that environment because we spent 3 days already. And Taylor brought this up. Everybody there, when they finished, everybody would clap. And this clap was, you'd clap, when you're at a sports game or something, you just kind of clap to do it. But everybody there felt like clapping because they really loved what they saw. And it was just really, really awesome to see everybody doing that and to see that everybody had a great time. So, like Mackenzie said, I really want to thank everybody here for that great experience. Thank you.
Alright, I'm Taylor Williams, and I'm going to be talking about conquering your fears and how many fears that everyone at RYLA conquered while we were there. So first off, the first time I came here, I was terrified to speak in front of all of you. But after RYLA, I am so much more relaxed in front of a big group of people, and I'm not shy or afraid to anymore. And I think a lot of people at that camp conquered their fear of being able to talk in front of people. Another thing we did is we went to the ropes course at CSI, and if you don't know what the ropes course is, it's basically like team building activities where there's high ropes that you walk on, all sorts of crazy stuff that you really wouldn't want to do normally. And so that conquered a lot of fears for people because there was a fear of heights because they were like 60 feet in there. I don't even know how tall, but it was scary. And we also got over your fear of trusting people because the people in your group were basically the ones you were putting your life in risk of because they were running all the ropes and belaying and whatnot. So the other thing, like we here talked about, was the talent show, and it was really cool to see everyone get up there and not be afraid to like be themselves. And like me personally, that was the first talent show I've ever been in because I don't really have a talent that you can show at a talent show. So that was a good experience for me. Okay, and then like Mackenzie talked about the culture walk, which was just, it's almost like no words can even describe how amazing that whole experience was. And it was really incredible to see people open up and share things that they've never told anyone or that they were scared to tell. And a lot of people conquer their fears about just opening up to people that they didn't know and just talking about stuff that they weren't really comfortable to share with. So, when we first got there, there was a lot of other stuff. There's just so much stuff that we fears. Okay, so when you got there, you didn't know anyone. There was 60 kids there, and you had no idea who anyone was. And it was really inspiring to see like people that normally wouldn't talk at school, like different cliques, or they would just all open up to each other and go talk and mingle. And I think really people really got over like their fear of talking with strangers or opening themselves to someone they didn't know. So everyone there conquered so much, and we overcame so many struggles and fears through like the ropes course and the culture walk and all of that. And after RYLA, it's just amazing to see how much I've changed personally. I see the world in like a whole new way. And I just really want to thank you for the opportunity that you gave me to go. It was life-changing.
Hi, I'm Brianna Bishop, and like Taylor, I was like so afraid to talk in front of people, and it like everything there really does help you overcome so much, and I don't know, it was amazing. But I'm doing the overview of like everything that happened at RYLA, basically, like the main things of it. They talked about a lot, but we also learned about the Rotary Club. And that was pretty interesting because, like, you go to RYLA and you're like there, but it's like no one knew what Rotary really was at the time, and so they explained that whole thing to us and what all you guys do, and that was so cool to learn about. They kept saying you're gonna have a lifetime in 4 days, and it's like, yeah, right, like, okay, whatever, it's just gonna be another camp, but it really was. It was a lifetime, I'm pretty sure everybody is going to remember that forever. You make so many friends. Let's see. I always, like, every day when I see people, and it's like sometimes you see people and you start to judge them, but, like, from RYLA, you think about what they've gone through before. Like, you don't know their story is the whole thing behind the culture walk thing. And in the culture walk, some people opened up and they're like, I've never told anybody this before. Like, no one. And they just told like 70 kids that they met 2 days ago. It was cool. And then the overcoming the fears was a big part. And that's pretty much it. No words can explain it. You would just have to be there to feel everything. But I thank you so much for the opportunity.